Anything is telling you the time of day. It's midnight Eastern. We're on for an hour. Let's go. Call all your high school friends. Tell them this thing is going on.
Good
ABC.
That's a good sell, Kenny.
Game of the week. Lakers on the road in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant making his first start since coming back from injury. No James Harden, no LeBron James, no Anthony Davis, no Kyle Kuzma. Durant, he's Paul. Net trailing early. All right, they're down 52-47. Durant down deep. Kick it out to Kyrie Irving. Put one in the air. Nets trailing by 2. Still a 2-point game. Kyrie, LaMarcus Aldridge, he'll miss. Durant won't. Ties the game at 52. Durant, 8 of 17 from the floor, 22 points. Doing work. Oh, throw it down, big man. There's his mom. She likes it. Nets lead it by 2. About a minute left in the quarter. Lakers up 2. Dennis Schroeder. Baseline 3 is good. He had 19 first half points. Lakers by 3. Third quarter now. Lakers are up by 4. Kyrie Irving getting all up in Schroeder's life. They called him for the foul. Now on the inbounds pass, Kyrie and Schroeder are going at it. Hey, have you ever been thrown out of a game? No, I haven't. Not in my whole career. Keep talking and we can make some history here. And we could be a secondary storyline to what will eventually be a blowout. Yep, they're both tossed. First time ever for either. Now later in the third, Lakers up 10. Andre Drummond, also known as Andre Drummond, getting after Aldridge. And then he does this after. Height shaming. The guys are laughing at a height joke. Let's go back to that incident. Schroeder, what do you got to say?
I didn't know at first that we got double technicals when he came up to me. That's the first thing. But after that, I kept asking him what he is talking about. And he kept talking. Then he got kicked out or got the second technical. And I said, bye, probably, I don't even know if I raved at him. I probably did. And then he said, you going too, because you raved at him. And I didn't even know I got the, first technical with him when he came up to me.
Well, at the time of the double ejections, 9:41 left in the third, Lakers were up by 4, and then the game went bad for Brooklyn. LA outscored the Nets by 21 down the stretch to win by 25. Nets were 0 of 14 from deep after those ejections, but it's hard to concentrate on 3 balls after witnessing a double ejection, isn't it?
New places.
Yeah, that was
what
tough
exactly happened?
That was hard
I tell
to
you
read.
what, after Kyrie Irving got ejected against the Los Angeles Lakers, things escalated quickly, including Andre Drummond. You see those 20 points and 11 rebounds? Did that in just 22 minutes. He went to work. Clearly his best game as a Laker. Here is Drummond.
Andre, there were a decent amount of people predicting that this Nets-Lakers game would be a blowout, but not in the LA direction. You guys were undermanned, and yet you were able to come out with a decisive win. What pulled this together for you guys?
Just our defense. We knew that we were undermanned. We came out and just played aggressively, from the beginning, and we took it to them from the beginning and just coasted the rest of the way and just had fun while we were out there despite who was on the floor.
Because of the injuries on this team, you have been asked to make an impact right away. Of course, felled briefly for a couple games by that missing toenail.
Yeah.
It's still hard to talk about, much less experiencing it. What do you do inside your shoe to be able to play the way you did so strong tonight?
If I took my shoe off right now, it's wrapped up like 6 times. I have like 6 toe caps on, a couple tapes. Anything to get back on the floor again. I couldn't leave my guys for too long, and durability is something that I pride myself on. So one way or another, I'm going to get back on the floor.
You guys went on a huge run after the ejections tonight. Dennis Schroeder was a big hit for you guys. He'd been the leading scorer at that point, but Kyrie goes out as well. What did you talk about when Dennis left the game?
Yeah, I brought the guys back together. I said, we can't play like this. Despite losing somebody who was really good for us throughout the game, we have to find a way to pull together and win this game. And defensively, we locked in on, and the rest is history. The scoreboard says the rest.
I know you haven't been with the team for that long, but what have you already learned being teammates with some of the bigger stars on the team and just the team aesthetic and group vibe here in LA?
Just the camaraderie, just how much these guys play together, how much stuff they do together, and just how together everybody is here. And they made me feel like I'm at home. They did a great job of bringing me in and making me feel comfortable.
Well, Lakers had 8 players score in double figures, and the good news just keeps on coming in. Dave McMenamin reporting Anthony Davis will be re-evaluated by team doctors on Thursday. It looks like he could return in the next 7 to 10 days. We've heard this, 3D, but to see it.
Good win.
Big bucket ballers of the night. All 7 Lakers in double figures. That's what I'm calling to be more the producer. 126-101. The Lakers go to 33-20 on the season. Dennis Schroeder with 19 points on 7 of 11, 4 assists before he got ejected in the third quarter. The Lakers went on a 60-39 run after that moment. How about Ben McLemore, the newest addition? 5 threes, 17 points, 14 of those in the fourth quarter. The Lakers on fire from 3, tying a season high, 19 threes. They shoot 56% from distance. Dre with back-to-back double-doubles. He's speaking with Mike and the media.
Hey, Andre, of course, you're quite new to this team. I wondered if the way the team played today and just the mentality and all that, if that tells you something about this group, if you learned something from today's game.
I learned a lot from today's game, that we have a lot of guys in this locker room that are very tough. Despite who's on the other side of the court, they're going to come out and play. No matter how many minutes guys play, they're going to play to the best of their ability. And we have fun doing it. We had a lot of fun tonight playing and getting this win.
And then, Andre, I think so. When you were in Cleveland, you beat Brooklyn in back-to-back games. So that makes you 3-0 this year. Right now. Do you think your athleticism, your physicality, is that something that you've seen, like you feel like you've been able to impose your will to an extent on them? And is that something that stood out to you at all?
For me, just one guy, I think everybody as a whole did an incredible job today of just being tough. Just being tough, playing against a really good team in Brooklyn with, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and, the rest of the guys over there, and not worrying about who's over there, but playing our game, playing Laker basketball, and coming out with a great win.
I'm here. Andre, David Grenneman, you kept talking about toughness when you're talking to Trudell there. There was a possession where you got the ball on the high post, put it on the floor, bully ball right to the hoop against LaMarcus Aldridge, and then punctuated it by, putting your hand down to suggest that he's small. Was that kind of exemplifying the overall effort of the team tonight? And can you just talk to me about that specific score by you?
It was a good basket. It's a good basket by me. I'm not one to talk down on other players. It was a heat of the moment. That's my signature move that I do when I score on people and get an and one. So nothing towards LaMarcus intentionally. It's just what I do. No matter who's out there, it's happening. You can be taller than me or not. I'm still going to say you're smaller than me.
Dan? Andre, I think it was a 4-point game when Dennis and Kyrie got ejected. Mm-hmm. And then you guys go on some crazy run right after that. Was there anything said in the immediacy after that you think helped kind of trigger that, or what did you see in the way you guys reacted to those ejections?
Yeah, I pulled the guys together, after that.
Kyle?
Hey, Andre, how you doing, man?
What's going on, Kyle?
Dennis was saying that even though he didn't finish the game, this was his favorite win of the year. And I know you've only been here so long, but some of the guys who weren't able to play, LeBron, AD, Kyle, what was some of their reaction to getting this win? And did they say anything to you guys back in the locker room that was memorable?
Yeah, today was a great win for us, just based on, us being underhanded and not having all of our guys playing with guys that, haven't been in most positions that they're in right now. And to come out with a win the way we did against a great team, it's an incredible feeling. Celebrate tonight, but we have another game on Monday we have to worry about and get to take care of business.
And we have time for one more with Andre. Let's go to Bill Oram.
Hey, Andre. This is obviously talked about often as a potential finals matchup. By then, the rosters will look quite a bit different once guys get healthy. But how much was that part of what you guys were talking about today internally? Was the awareness particularly high that this is a team that, you guys might be seeing that maybe you want to see down the road?
We just focus on what we can take care of right now. The playoffs is a long way away. We have a lot of games in between that to get to the finals. So just going to take care of what we need to take care of. If it's them we see in the finals or whoever it may be, we're just going to play to the best of our ability and try to come out with wins.
All right, Jerry, thank you for your time, sir.